Hi everyone, welcome to Forward Accounting's channel. My name is Karuna Malik. Today I'm going to talk to you about the sole trader structure. What exactly is a sole trader? Sole trader is where an individual registers an ABN under their own name and runs their business under their own name. Here is a little example. John has now got an ABN registered under his own name to run his cleaning business. Now John himself is a business in its own right. And this is the cheapest form of a structure to run your business. What are the tax implications of John now, given he now has an ABN as well under his name? When John will lodge his individual tax return, John will also need to report his business income and expenses under the business section of his tax return. Because he's got an ABN, hence his tax return would hold his individual income as well as his business income. What are the pitfalls of having a sole trader structure? Now let's say if anything is to go wrong in John's business, all his personal assets will also come into play to pay off any damages for which John might have been sued. Hence, this is the biggest disadvantage of doing a sole trader structure. But what are the other things that John can still do as a sole trader? John can still employ people under his ABN, and all these people will be treated as normal employees. They will get their salaries and superannuation paid through his business. And John can also do all other expenses which a normal business would do. John cannot pay himself a salary because whatever profit is left in the company, that is the income of John himself. So hence there is no salary that John can give himself out of the business. In case if John's revenue goes above $75,000, then the same rule of GST registration applies to John as well. He would register himself for GST purposes and he would have to remit that GST part of his BAS lodgements. And whatever taxes he's holding on the salary of his employees will also go part of the PAYG withholding on the BAS. These are the few things that you need to be mindful of if considering doing a sole trader structure. The GST will always apply to a Uber share ride business and a taxi business, despite of the fact that they might not even make $75,000, but they still need to be registered for GST purposes. If you are considering starting a new business and you need a structured advice, then get in touch with me. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment box.